SKNFA Premier League football is back. SK Newsline and Voice of the Caribbean Radio present the Premier League Match of the Week. Live video stream and radio commentary on St. Kitts and Nevis' premier online media networks. Every Saturday at 8 p.m. Watch live football action at the Warner Park Football Stadium on the SK Newsline Facebook page, www.sknewsline.com, and at the Facebook page of the St. Kitts Nevis Football Association. You can also listen to live radio commentary at www.voiceofthecaribbean.net. It's the Premier League Match of the Week on SK Newsline and Voice of the Caribbean Radio every Saturday at 8 p.m. Don't miss it. Welcome to live commentary here of the SKNFA Premier League Match of the Week. This is our first broadcast for the 2019-2020 season. I'm Andre Huey, your presenter. You're actually one of your commentators for tonight. And we have LaShawn Dixon with us. LaShawn, football is back with us here in the Warner Park in St. Kitts.
Yes. What a way to restart the football season then. A big game here at West Bar State Derby between Ramsville Superstars and the newly promoted Trafalgar Southstars. So I'm happy to be back here at Warner Park to watch some local club football. It's been 7 months and I'm happy that we are finally here at the start of a new season.
Indeed. So Trafalgar Southstars, newly promoted. Where's Trafalgar from? Which community?
They're in West Bassett, just south of the village, basically.
So another Bastier team.
Yes,
in the Premier League.
yes.
Indeed. And this season we have 12 teams. As you know, we did have a premature end to last season, but there had to be some compromises. We have now 12 teams in the Premier Division this season. We're playing 2 rounds of football. So after the first 2 rounds, we'll head into our first ever Super 6. Well, we've now kicked off, and Trafalgar Southstars will get the ball rolling for the first time for the season. We just had a previous game and just there between Connery FC and Old Road, which ended 2-1 in favor of Connery. So Connery getting their first 3 points on the board. And so we have Village Superstars. We're going to run through the starting lineup while the 2 teams are getting themselves ready to heat things up. Village on the far side, trying to get themselves in a danger area here in the box, but the ball goes out of touch. LaShawn, give us the starting lineup. Okay, so we don't have the starting list, but Village has earned, well, not yet. We'll be getting that shortly. Village has earned their first corner of the match, and so we're going to get ready now to see this corner taken. We're also coming to you live on sknewsline.com. Here's a corner kick now coming in for Village. Ball played into the danger zone, and the goalkeeper just getting a hand on it there. But Village still has a chance. Will they be able to put it away? Not quite. Trafalgar Southstars They now go on the attack and the counter-attack. Here's Trafalgar Southstars now trying to get over the line, but easily snuffed out there by Village defenders. And the ball is back in possession of the Rams Village Superstars. The ball rolls out of touch. It's a throw-in for Trafalgar Southstars.
Yes, a good start thus far by Rams Village Superstars. Testing the defense of the Trafalgar Southstars early on in this encounter. They got a corner. They haven't taken advantage of it just yet. But we see Southstars with the ball in the middle of the park. And the poor pass there by the number 17, and it goes out to a throw-in for Rams Village Superstars. And the throw is taken by the number 23, who is Ardell Fleming. He finds Kimari Rogers on the left-hand side, who finds the overlapping Javon Amri, who tries to play it back to Rogers in a more central position, but the ball is cleared by the Trafalgar Southstars for a throw-in for the Rams Village Superstars in a more dangerous area, and it's played back to Fleming. Fleming finds Austin Henry, who volleys the ball straight to the goalkeeper for the first save of this encounter. And the ball is pumped up the field by the goalkeeper of the Trafalgar Southstars, but it finds a Rams Village Superstars player whose pass is unsuccessful on the right wing. The ball is with the Southstars in the middle of the field, wearing dark green and white. But it's picked off by Kimari Rogers of the Rams Village Superstars, who it's now with number 88 for the Rams Village Superstars. That's number 88. That's a chance here for the Rams Village Superstars, and the shot goes wide, and it's a goal kick to Trafalgar Southstars. A great opportunity there with the Rams Village Superstars, but the chance goes a begging. As Southstars plays out, ball is in the middle of the park, picked up again by the Rams Village Superstars, but it's cleared, and it's a throw-in for the Rams Village Superstars. The ball thrown down the right-hand side of attack, but goes outside for a throw-in. The throw-in taken, Austin Henry for Rams Village Superstars. He's tackled, and a late whistle coming there by referee Travis Richards, but a free kick anyways to the Rams Village Superstars in a threatening position, opportunity to get a threatening ball in the box, and maybe the first goal for the season. Rams Village Superstars, they're dressed in all red with some white trimmings, while Trafalgar Southstars are in green and white. Rams Village Superstars is kicking towards the northern end, which is the end towards Carnival City, and Southstars is on the other end. And the ball is played in here by Austin Henry. He tries to find Ardell Fleming, the tall lanky figure of Ardell Fleming, but the ball goes outside for another goal kick. The third, I think, in about 3 minutes for Trafalgar Southstars.
Early days still yet, LaShawn, but from the look of things, it seems as if Trafalgar Southstars are here to play.
Yes, and here's a breakaway for the Trafalgar Southstars. The striker gets behind the defense of the Rams Village Superstars, and the shot is dragged wide. And the early worries for the Rams Village Superstars is averted as the ball goes out for a goal kick that is taken now. Rams Village Superstars
making a shot on goal, not on target, but still you could say a worthy effort, at least to get themselves in that position. But here comes Village Superstars trying to make a lone run there. That's Kimari Rogers. They're trying to make a lone run, but outflanked by two defenders from Trafalgar Southstars. Now back in possession. Here comes Southstars trying to make their way up the field, but unfortunately can't seem to get past the Village midfielders. Here is Village rocking the ball. Javon Amory, the man in number 19, makes a nice deft pass over to Kimari Rodders. Here's a chance for Rodders. Rodders gets past the goalkeeper, but unable to find the back of the net. Trafalgar Southstars recover from that one there. A huge mistake there by the goalkeeper. Almost gave Village their first goal, but here's Southstars now back in possession. They're on the counter attack on the far left side. Here is Southstars trying to make a way in, but the Village defenders managed to recover. Good opportunity by Village earlier, losing possession there. Here's Village back in possession, but that's a foul, and it's against Village Superstars.
Yes, another great move there by the Village Superstars. A ball over the top played, trying to find Kimari Rodders. Found him. He got away from the defenders, but struggled. Couldn't find finishing touch. Couldn't find a shot even, and the ball was cleared successfully. And Trafalgar themselves had a break, but they have a free here about midway between the half line and the top of the 18-yard box of the Rams Village Superstars, as the free kick comes in now, and it goes straight out of play into the side netting, and a goal for Rams Village Superstars. And the ball is played out to Dennis Fleming of the Rams Village Superstars, who finds his namesake Ardell Fleming, who plays it to Amri, who found Tyrion Hanley. And it's back with Tyrion Hanley in the center circle, who plays it all the way over to the left-hand side. That looks like Yusuf Saunders, who does a 1-2 with Hanley, but gives it away in the end to Trafalgar, and Trafalgar gives it back to Rams Village Superstars. It's with Amri now on the left, who cuts into the middle. Amri at the top of the box, he's dispossessed, and Trafalgar is on the break here. Andre.
Indeed, it's Trafalgar Southstars. Yeah, so far I think making a name for themselves so far. I think last season when Old Road had the first game, it seemed as if they were in the thick of things, and then of course Village just took control of that game. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here, but so far so good for the Southstars.
Yes, the first game, enthusiasm is up. You haven't lost a game all season. Confidence is still high. So you can expect, you can't judge a season and the very first game.
Hadn't lost a game until the final.
Yes.
Just to be precise. Of course, Security Forces were the Division 1 champions, and so by virtue of that, both the Security Forces and Trafalgar Southstars were promoted to the Premier League, and so they're both here in Premier League. Defence Force no stranger. I think they've been to the Premier League before, but didn't perform well, or am I wrong? No, this is their first time in the Premier League. Trafalgar Southstars, I think, would have had a foray some years back, but unfortunately didn't do well. And of course, the Defence Forces, a lot of people were surprised actually when they won the Division 1 competition. But here comes Village back in possession, number 2, the defensive half of the Village field, rather. Javon Amory picks it up, makes a nice deft pass to number 23, trying to find Kimari Rodders in the middle, but that ball goes out of touch for a throw-in to Village. Just to let our viewers or listeners know here on Voice of the Caribbean Radio that we are coming to you live from the Warner Park. We are streaming on SK Newsline, our sister media entity, on the Facebook page. That video stream is also available on the St. Kitts Nevis Football Association's Facebook page as well. So if you want to view the match, you can also do so on both pages, the SK Newsline Facebook page and the SKNFA's Facebook page. We will be linking up on the website, sknewsline.com, pretty soon. We're coming to you live from the Warner Park Football Stadium in Bastyr, St. Kitts. It's our first broadcast of the SKNFA Premier League match of the week. And all being well, we'll be bringing this to you live every Saturday at 8 p.m., the 8 p.m. game. And so this game, the first of our broadcasts, Rams Village Superstars and Trafalgar Southstars.
The football action now. The ball is with Javon Amory on the left wing and about the middle of the on the half line. Sorry, it's now with Tyrion Hanley who finds the overlapping Ardell Fleming. Fleming looks up, tries to fire in across. It's blocked. Well, gets a second shot at it. The cross is deflected and had to be saved by the goalkeeper. And the scramble is on and
Wow.
it's headed out of touch for throwing to Rams Village Superstars in a very dangerous position.
Another opportunity for Village. This is now their second chance they've had to put the ball in the back of the net. But again, you know, a little rusty after a long layoff from football. And couple that with the fact that here is an opportunity now for Village. Village Superstars right the back of the net. It is a beautiful goal for Village, and they get their name on the score sheet. Rams Village Superstars have scored the first goal of this match, and they lead 1-0. We'll get the goal scorer, the name
looks
of the goal
like
scorer in a
number
bit.
9, Austin Henry.
That will be Austin Henry indeed. Number 9.
Unofficially, it could be.
Village Superstar, but he was in the middle, so more than likely he would have gotten the goal. Again, nicely worked shot there from Village Superstars. A ball coming in from the right flank into the 18-yard box, the danger area, and unofficially.
It's number 5, Chevroy Rouse, scoring the first goal for the Rams Village Superstars, the most recent champions of the Premier League. Yes.
Can't say defending champions because we didn't have a winner last season. But indeed, it's a good start for Rams Village Superstars. And as I indicated earlier, LaShawn, this is what would happen. I mean, when you are champions, you are accustomed to controlling the game, just finding your feet, knowing your opponent, and then eventually getting the win.
And they had the better of the chances thus far in the opening exchanges. So them leading is not a surprise. But Trafalgar, I hope we will have something to say about that as they win a free kick in the middle of the park. And the kick is taken. And the kick is taken. It was rolled to a midfielder who found the number 17 on the right-hand flank, but he himself was taken out for another free kick for the Trafalgar Southstars, just a few yards in the defensive half of the Rams Village Superstars, and the kick is taken. He finds the number 17 on the right wing. He tries to cut it. He tries to beat 3 defenders. He couldn't. He plays a cross ball over to the left-hand flank, but his ball is cut out. But finds another attacker, and it's with the back three of Trafalgar, the number 27. He rolls it over to his left back, who plays it back towards him in a quite precarious manner, and the ball goes out of touch for throwing to Trafalgar.
Seems to have gotten a ricochet there off a Village player, so that ball goes out of touch for throwing to Village, or rather to Trafalgar Southstar. Ball is played in. Here comes Village now. They've regained possession. Here is Kimari Rogers on the far side. Rogers, is that Rogers? Or actually that's Javon Amory. Plays the ball back over his half. Village maintaining control. Don't have to do too much right now. They've finally gotten the goal. Of course, they can't sit back because this game is still young. They will have to try and go forward. A throw-in now for Village Superstars.
Yes, and those who are just joining us, it's 1-0 to the Rams Village Superstars. The goal scored by number 5 Rouse, who took advantage of a ricocheting ball in the middle of the park to put in the middle of the box. Sorry, right. to put Rams Village Superstars up.
You would have that was a well-worked goal, though. Considering that this was just like a minute or two after Village had a really good chance in front of goal, and like I said, it's just a matter of time if they keep creating these chances, or so Southstars allow them to make those chances. It was just a matter of time before the ball goes in the back of the net. We do have a Trafalgar Southstars defender down at the moment. He's being tended to by the medical personnel. But Eugene, if you're just joining us, we have live coverage here of the SKNFA Match of the Week, Premier League Match of the Week. Will be broadcast here on SK Newsline, sknewsline.com, and the SK Newsline Facebook page, as well as the Facebook page of the St. Kitts Nevis Football Association. So we want to thank our viewers for joining us for this live coverage. This is the first of many to come. And it's Rams Village Superstars, the most recent champions in the Premier League, taking on the newly promoted Trafalgar Southstars. Are coming to you live on SK Newsline and on Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net.
Yes, and after 7 months, Premier League football is back at Warden Park. Earlier this evening, we saw Sol Island at a Connery defeating Old Road 2-1 in a quite physical encounter. Um, Tomorrow at 3 p.m. we have SLR South St. Paul's coming up against Security Forces United, the newly promoted Security Forces. At 5 we have Echigan at Spurs against Mantab. At 7 we have Escave Newtown versus Fastcast Saddlers. And at Tuesday at 7 p.m. we have Flo 4GK and Rockets versus Atiba Harrison Peters to kick off the first round of matches for the 2019-2020 National Bank Premier Division.
Indeed. So a lot of football to play this weekend, and I'm sure fans have been waiting for a long time to finally get the football back on the road, and they're happy to have football here. And as you can see in the park, the usual turnout over in the bleachers and in the stands, people coming out in their numbers to see the games being played this evening here at the Warner Park.
Yes, as Trafalgar has the ball within deep in the defensive half of the Rams Village Superstars. The attacker, the number 17, his back is turned, trying to find a teammate, which he does successfully. The ball is crossed. The ball went outside for Rams Village Superstars throwing, and throw is taken by Ardell Fleming, who finds Dennis Fleming, the number 2, who rolls it over to Rouse, his centre-back compatriot, who
nice
plays the ball to right back.
One opportunity there. They're coming in the far flank, but again, good defending from Trafalgar Southstars. I guess they have been defending fairly well so far in the game, except for that error they made there to allow Village to run the flank. And of course, that's their strength because they have the speed up front. Here is Village now. Controlling the ball, just a few yards away from the 18-yard box. Nice cross into the box, trying to find Kimari Rogers, the point man, but the ball goes over his head and rolls over to the far corner. Trafalgar Southstars seem like they would have played that one well, and so it goes to a goal kick to the Southstars. Again, we want to welcome our fans joining us on Facebook, on SK Newsline Facebook. Shortly we'll have it on our website as well, sknewsline.com, and also available on the SKNFA Facebook page. Just to also let you know that coming up at halftime, we'll have the official Premier League Match of the Week halftime show, and we'll be joined by the General Secretary of the SKNFA, Mr. Stanley Jacobs. Certainly a lot to talk about in football, and so we'll be joined by him at the halftime show. That will be coming to you live on SK Newsline Facebook. Here's Trafalgar Southstars now, the far flank. Cross into the 18-yard box, no one there to pick it up. Well, over on the far side, another player from the Southstars play the ball in, trying to find the danger man in the 18-yard box, but the ball finds a defender instead for Village Superstars, and it's played back out of the danger zone. Village now in control. Here is number 21, receives the pass from the far flank, trying to cross it over to find his teammate over the far side, does so easily. Village maintaining possession, which they have been doing. They've probably had the largest share of possession so far in this game. Southstars chasing shadows at the moment. Here is Village in their defensive half. They're trying to get out of it. They played a long ball up the field. This is Kimari Rogers, number 10, the point man. Over on the flank, he's now tackled by defenders, trying to find his way out. Successfully, well, not quite trying to do so. Southstars snuffed out of that attack, and it's back in the Southstars' possession. Trying to make a counter-attack here to try to find their way up, but Village all over the field, making sure that they don't have a way out.
Yes, and if Southstars want to be successful in the Premier League, they'll have to take advantage of those attacks when they do come, as they had in the last few minutes, as we have Village Superstars wins a free kick as Javon Amri goes down, clutching what looks like his ankle, and the number 2 for Trafalgar receiving the first yellow card of this encounter. As we see a breaking play as the medical team runs on to treat Amri, who is down on the ground holding his ankle.
So a player there down from the Trafalgar South side. So as I was indicating earlier, for Village I should say, as I was indicating earlier, we'll have a halftime show. We're going to be bringing to you live from the VIP room at the Warner Park, and we'll be joined by Mr. Stanley Jacobs of the SKNFA. We'll be talking about developments in local football as well as international football. As you know, St. Kitts Nevis would have been participating in the CONCACAF Nations League recently. The female team is doing well. They're in the big final round, you could almost say. Well, not final round, but the round before the final round of the Olympic qualifiers, and so they're doing well as well. And so we'll be talking about that, and also what we can expect for the Premier League season. As you know, the Super Six, we expect that to get off in the summer as well when that time comes. And so a lot to talk about in the halftime show, which will be coming to you live. Of course, that will be after we take our break here from the Warner Park. Live coverage here of the SKNFA Match of the Week, we call it. It will be 8 o'clock every Saturday on SKN Newsline and the SKNFA, as well as Voice of the Caribbean Radio, the Facebook pages of SKN Newsline and SKNFA, and live on Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. Also want to encourage our fans to download the mobile app. You can download the Voice of the Caribbean Radio mobile app, only available for Android at the moment, and you can listen to us via your mobile device, whether it be your phone or your tablet, in your convenience. Here come Village on the attack now on the left flank, trying to find their way into the danger zone. Number 21, he makes a pass to Javon Amory, number 19. Amory finds another player for Village. Nice deft passing here from the Village Superstars. Here comes across into the 18-yard box, but it finds the goalkeeper. Nice and easy for Trafalgar Southstars. And they're trying to keep the ball out of the goal for the most parts. They're down 1-0 at the moment.
Yes, we see another good move here by the Village Superstars. Tyron Hanley linking up with the overlapping Ardell Fleming, who's playing at left back, trying to find a cross, but got it too close to the goalkeeper, who comfortably, we may say, kept out the cross as Trafalgar is on the attack here. But the ball goes out. Fleming with a comfortable pass over to his namesake, Dennis Fleming, Ardell Fleming to Dennis Fleming, who finds Amory, who came back deep to collect the ball, loses it for a moment but wins it back, only to lose it again. But it's recovered by Dennis Fleming, who plays the ball to number 9, Austin Henry. Austin Henry finds Sanders over at the right back position, who rolls it over to Rouse. Rouse finds number 88 in the middle of the park, who plays it to Kimari. Kimari tried to weasel his way between two defenders, but is dispossessed. And is picked up here by number 7 for Trafalgar as they look to break. He rolls the ball over to the man, the number 8, but he's dispossessed and is picked up by Henry. Henry looks up, tries to make a pass to the number 88, but is not successful in doing so. And a free kick here goes to Trafalgar Southstars as Kimari Rogers and Tyron Hanley is shocked that that was called for foul. But here's Trafalgar passing the ball around in their back line. It goes up to the midfielder now, a short in stature guy. Looks like number 25. Looks like, but there's a free kick to Trafalgar. The ball is played to number 7. He looks to find a through pass to the number 17, who was breaking down the right-hand side, but it's cut out there by Ardell Fleming, and the ball goes out of play for a throw into Trafalgar. The number 2 takes a throw. He passes it back towards one of his centre backs, who clears it, who plays a long ball up front, clearing it, and all to find the number 2. And a long ball now being played up to the forward line, trying to pick out the number 8, but too close to the goalkeeper, who successfully clutches it and for a quick pass.
And the goalkeeper had little to do for Village. Not much attack coming from Trafalgar Southstars at the moment. Here comes Amory on the left-hand flank for Village, trying to get past his defender. Managed to do so, get past 1, gets past 2. Well, actually, not quite the second one. The second one kind of snuffed him out a bit. Or rather, that might be a foul. Yes, it is. And it's a free kick to Village, which you could say is in a dangerous area. They could just cross the ball into the 18-yard box. Anything is possible at this point.
Yes, the free kick will come from just outside just west of the 18-yard box, just about a yard or two outside the box. Very deep in the defensive half of Trafalgar. Three-man wall sets up to help defend the free kick. Um, Referee Richards, he marks a line with the invisible spray.
That's what you call it,
Yes.
spray.
Yes.
Okay, here comes a free kick now from Village. Amory crosses the ball in. That's a little bit too hard, but a beautiful header. Well, not quite. A nice try connection there from Village. Just a little bit too wide. But it was a good effort, though. You could see the plan, what they were trying to do. Get the ball in the far corner. I thought it was going a little bit too hard at first. But if that header played right, it would have found the back of the net.
Yes, a well-worked opportunity up until the finish. Maybe he was already behind the post when the cross came in. But here's Village again on the attack, this time through Amory down the left-hand side. He tries to beat one defender. He's unsuccessful, but the ball is now with Trafalgar, who is looking to break on their right-hand side.
Is it a case that they're trying a little bit too hard to get the ball, you know? I mean, in Amory's case, he's been trying to beat one or two defenders, maybe a little bit too often, and he probably gets past one and then not the other. But here he is now on the left-hand flank. He's now forced into far corner. And the Southstars defenders, they realize that this is the strength of Village on the flank, trying to get them, you know, as much as possible, to force them as much as possible on the wide and not to get them into the middle.
Well, they find it difficult to deal with Amory on this left-hand side, who's playing as a left winger, and Ardell Fleming, the left back, who's making some good overlapping runs. And the ball is here with Fleming, who tries to pick out Amory, but is not successful. But it's won back by Fleming, who passes it to Austin Henry. Austin Henry to the number 88, who finds Dennis Fleming this time, and the ball is played up long to Amory. He crosses it. It's now with Tyrone Hanley, whose deflected shot goes out for the second corner kick of the evening for the Rams Village Superstars. A great opportunity there to double their lead, but the deflection taking the ball wide of the goalpost.
So another opportunity for Village here. Goes a begging. The ball goes over the crossbar. But it's a corner kick nonetheless, and it's a chance for them to try and double their lead. Here comes the corner kick. Well, Rasmussen's not ready yet taken. Yes, the corner kick now is taken. Here it is now in the 18-yard box. An opportunity, a header towards goal, but it goes wide, and it's a goal kick to Trafalgar Southstars.
Yes, and again we see another set piece, and the Rams Village Superstars targeting the 6 foot, that looks like about 6'4", in Yusuf Saunders, who's operating as a right back. But we finally have the team sheets, and we can say in goal for the Rams Village Superstars, in goal we have Xavier Clark, that's number 1. Number 2, Dennis Fleming. Number 23, Ardell Fleming. Number 5, Chevroy Rouse, the goal scorer. Number 9, Austin Henry. Number 21, Tyrone Hanley. Number 13, Dickwan Rogers. Number 10, Kimari Rogers, who's the captain. Javon Amory, number 19. Number 27, Yusuf Saunders. And number 88, Jason Jeffers. And for Trafalgar Southstars, we have number 1 in goal, Zachel Brown. Number 53, Abatsi Tyrrell. No, sorry, not Abatsi Tyrrell. Number 27, Andy Jones. Number 3, Raheem Brown. Number 2, Chevron Matthew. Number 13, Ronaldo Nisbet. Number 25, Shaheem Queely. Number 17, Karik Blake. Number 16, Sean Percival. Number 8, Kwande Rogers. Number 7, Dylan Morton. And number 11, Ricardo Archibald. So the ball is now with the Rams Village Superstars. Austin Henry trying to pick out Javon Amory down the left, but it's cut out. And the ball is cleared by Trafalgar, but all to find Ardell Fleming in the middle of the park. And it goes out of touch for a throw-in to the Rams Village Superstars. A throw that will be taken by number 23, Ardell Fleming. He's looking for options. Austin Henry gave him an option, but His touch was poor and it's given away to the number 7 for the Trafalgar Southstars, Dylan Morton, who tries to find Kwande Rogers, the number 8 in midfield, but it's dispossessed and it's back to the Rams Village Superstars, who's now winning a free kick in the middle of the park with Austin Henry. The kick is taken quickly by Jeffers. He picks out number 19, Ammi. He tries to weasel his way between two defenders, the second one bringing him down for a free kick just outside the area for the Rams Village Superstars.
If you're just joining us, the score's 1-0 in favor of Rams Village Superstars. We're also coming to you live on SK Newsline's Facebook page. Just type www.fb.com/SKNewsline or fb.com/SKNFA. Here comes the free kick from Village. Ball played in the 18-yard box. Headed towards goal, but it's wide. And it is a goal kick to Village Superstars. Again, reminding you that we're coming to you live also visually on SK Newsline's Facebook page. That's fb.com/SKNewsline, fb.com/SKNFA, and live on radio at Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net and our Android mobile app. And if you're looking for the app, just search Voice of the Caribbean in the Google Play Store and you'll be able to find us right there.
Yes, and it's a free kick to Trafalgar Southstars in the middle of the field, taken by number 2, Siobhan Matthew, who tries to find the number 16 up front in Sean Percival, but the ball is headed out by Dennis Fleming for a throw-in to the Trafalgar Southstars, just outside the 18-yard area for the Rams Village Superstars. The long throw is taken. It's partly cleared by the Rams Village Superstars. Another phase of clearance by Rouse, but it's played back by the number 23 for Trafalgar Southstars, and that's Clarissa Gums. But it's now with the number 6.
A shot at goal, but it's snubbed out by the goalkeeper. And return shot. Oh, and my word, it is so close. It goes wide of the mark. What an opportunity Trafalgar Southstars had to equalize. You will never get a better opportunity than that to score against Village.
Yes, and the shot came from Shaheem Queely, number 25.
And it was a second bite of the cherry.
Yes.
They got the first shot. Goalkeeper successfully saved it. Ricocheted, came back out. Another shot beating the goalkeeper and just rolled right in front of the goal. Nowhere close to the post, at least the goal line. Unfortunately for Southstars, that was a beautiful opportunity they had to equalize. The best opportunity they had so far in this game.
Yes, as Kimawi picks up the ball in the middle of the park, he plays it back to Tiran Hanley, who finds Yusuf Saunders on the right-hand side, who plays it back to Chevron Rose, who finds Hanley again. Hanley looks up, he tries to play in Johnson. Johnson back to Hanley. Hanley looks up again, he plays a cross ball to that's Ardell Fleming on the left-hand side, who plays the ball infield to Austin Henry, who plays it back to Dennis Fleming this time. Dennis Fleming to Ardell Fleming, and the ball goes out for a throw-in, taken quickly by Ammi. Ammi tries to find Henry. Henry spins around the defender, plays it back to Ammi. Ammi cuts in, looking for a player, tries to find Hanley, but the pass is too heavy and is dispossessed, but picked up by Jeffers for the Rams Village Superstars. Jeffers looks up, tries to play a crossfield ball to find Johnson, but it's dispossessed by Trafalgar, and Trafalgar now with the number 8. That's Kwande Rogers, who tries to outmuscle the player there for Rams Village Superstars, but it's now with Hanley plays in Kimawi. Kimawi looking for a shot.
And came off the goalkeeper, or that one just went over the bar?
Yeah, it went over, straight over the bar. He couldn't find his balance to get off a proper shot, and he was falling back as the shot was coming off, and it goes into the bleachers for another goal kick to Trafalgar.
Another opportunity goes back in there for Village. Now the game is being opened up wide. We see an opportunity for Trafalgar Southstars, now an opportunity for Village, which actually just one of many because they did create a few chances. But the game is now being quite kicked wide open right now at this point. Here comes Southstars trying to make a counter-attack, but goes to the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper easily puts that out. But Southstars regains possession. No, it's back to Village actually. Here comes Village Superstars playing the ball long upfield, but it only goes to a South Stars defender. Village now, however, regains possession. Nice cutting pass here to the player on the flank. Shot coming into the mid. Well, oh my word! That was an opportunity. The defender almost put the ball in the back of the net, but the goalkeeper just stopping the ball before crossing the line. That's an exciting encounter there from Village Superstars. And Trafalgar Southstars once again.
Yes, brilliant build-up play from Village Superstars. Henry with the through ball finding Darius Johnson, who was breaking down the left. As we see Kimari Rogers at the break here, he's downed, and the referee says no. And Kimari is frustrated as he thought he would have gotten a free kick there, right at the top of the 18-yard box. But the ball is cleared. It's now with the number 13 for Trafalgar Southstars, Ronaldo Nisbet. And it's played back to the centre back, who finds number 17, who lays it off to Dylan Morton. Dylan Morton trying to find a pass down the right-hand side, but it's cleared, and finding Austin Henry, who plays a nice ball wide to Amri, but he ran out of space, and it goes out for a throw-in to the Trafalgar Southstars.
Just again to remind our listeners and our viewers that come at halftime, we're going to have the halftime show. And on that halftime show, we'll be featuring Mr. Stanley Jacobs, General Secretary of the SKNFA. We'll be talking all things football during the halftime break. And as time permits, also, LaShawn and I will be kind of running through the game so far, what we would have seen in the first half. You're listening and you're watching live coverage of the SKNFA Premier League Match of the Week, coming to you live on SKN Newsline and Voice of the Caribbean Radio, as well as the SKNFA's Facebook page.
Yes, and the ball is picked up by Trafalgar Southstars, number 25, Queely, who rolls it over to the left back, and it's played back to the centre back, who finds Queely again, before playing it to the number, that looks like number 15, number 13, Ronaldo Nisbet. But it's now with Henry, who is dispossessed by the number 7. That's Dylan Morton. Dylan Morton finds Kwande Rogers, who rolls it over to Queely. The ball is now with the number, that's look like number 3, Raheem Brown, but he's dispossessed. And it's picked up by Austin Henry of Ramsville Superstars, who lays it off to Jivan Ammi. Jivan Ammi finds Tiwan Hanley, who refines Ammi, who lays it off to Henry, who tries to play in Ammi once more, but the ball goes out for a throw-in to Ramsville Superstars, deep in the defensive half of Trafalgar Southstars.
The South Stars putting up a challenge. They're trying to make sure that they keep the ball out. Of course, they're absorbing all the pressure because all the energy seems to be coming this way. The ball seems to be heading their half quite a lot, and so they're going to be defending a lot all night. But when you get the opportunities to put them away, when you do have the opportunities, you need to put them away. And they did have a beautiful one just moments ago, which we're still trying to figure out how that ball did not go in the back of the net, actually.
Yes, as Johnson picks up the ball on the right-hand side, tries to play across, but it's safely gathered by the goalkeeper for Trafalgar Southstars, Zakel Brown. He picks it up now. He looks up. He attempted to punt the ball upfield, but he waited this time. The ball goes upfield now. It finds the number 7. That's Morton. Morton trying to play in Blake, but Blake loses it, and it's now with Jeffers for Ramsville Superstars. And he tries to play in Tiwan Hanley, but he was taken away by the number 23.
Oh, what a shot! What an opportunity there by South Stars. And I guess if he only had some help in the box, but that was an opportunity there. The ball looping into the 18-yard box. The player on the far right, I'm not sure if he was trying to cross or he was trying to kick it, but at least it went close enough to the goalkeeper for Village to keep that one out of the goal. It was a difficult angle though, and so South Stars there trying to make an effort there, but didn't have enough help to get that ball on target. Here comes Village now. They're on the attack, but loses possession to defenders. Number 11 here for South Stars. Played back to the goalkeeper, but with an unrushing Kimari Rogers of Village. He manages to keep it out though, and so Village are still not able to get that one in. But here comes Southstars playing a long ball over the far left corner, but it goes to a Village defender who heads it back to the goalkeeper. And it's back in the possession of the Ramsville Superstars.
Yes, and the ball now with Clark in goal for Ramsville Superstars, who plays it out to Dennis Fleming, the centre back, who plays a nice long through ball, finding Amri on the left.
Amri, beautiful place in there. Amri there is one defender, beats another defender, goes down on the box, but the referee says play on. And the fans are remonstrating. They think it is a foul and that it should be a penalty. Javon's still on the ground looking on, but the ball is in play, and Trafalgar Southstars, they get possession but give it away back to Village, but they regain possession. Javon Amri now just slowly getting back up and walking from the 18-yard box. He thought he had a penalty there, but here comes Southstars, still not able to clear their lines. They give the ball away now in a dangerous position. Here's number 11 for Village on the far corner, crosses the ball. We're not quite sure that was a cross. I think that was a shot that goes over the crossbar, and it's a goal kick to Trafalgar Southstars.
Yes, and Trafalgar Southstars flirting with danger. Trying to play out from the back, losing the ball in dangerous positions, and Ramsville Superstars again not capitalizing on some strong opportunities that they are being presented with.
Well, as you hear, if you play with fire, you will get burned. So let's hope that for their sake at least, that they don't get burned a second time around. That's a foul there on the halfway line, and it's against Village Superstars, so it will be a free kick to Trafalgar Southstars. And we've gone unofficially a few minutes. Let me see how many minutes we would have gone. We probably would have gone about 44 minutes. So we're coming close to the halfway mark. The halftime, we'll have a halftime show here, come from in the VIP room of the Warner Park Football Stadium. Here is Southstars playing for the far corner, but goes to Village. Javon Amri now heads that one down. Beautiful control there from Javon. He's trying to beat a defender. And the whistle goes. It actually seems like it's a foul against Village. Or throwing rather. That one went out of the touchline.
Yes, Ramsville Superstars, clearly the better of the two teams here. The most recent champions of the Premier League. But it's now the ball is now with Jeffers, who tries to play in Amri, but loses it to Morton, who takes a shot from about 45 yards out, and it goes over the goal, the goal for a goal kick to the Ramsville Superstars. And the kick taken quickly by Clark, finds Dennis Fleming, who holds it to Ardell Fleming. Ardell Fleming looks up, plays it back to Rouse. Rouse turns, finds Jeffers in the middle of the park. Jeffers plays it to Hanley. Hanley looks up, plays in Kimari Rogers. Kimari Rogers gets behind one defender, cannot beat the trailing defender, but the ball goes out for a throw to the Ramsville Superstars deep in the defensive half of Trafalgar Southstars. The throw will be taken by Darius Johnson on the right hand side for the Ramsville Superstars. He tries to find Hanley, but it beats Hanley and is played into Jeffers. Jeffers, who had a give and go with, I think, Kimari Rogers, but the final shot is wide of the post, and it goes out for a goal kick to Trafalgar Southstars. Again, another chance goes a-begging for the Ramsville Superstars.
Well, Village are creating a lot of chances here. Let's hope it doesn't come back to bite them, because, you know, when you create chances, you don't put them away. They sometimes come back to haunt you. Here is number 9 now for Village. This is like a Henry trying to find the cut-in pass there, through pass to Kimari Rogers, but loses possession. They managed to regain possession. Now here comes number 23 for Village on the far left flank, tries to cross the ball in, but finds a defender for Southstars instead. Now Southstars trying to play out of their half. The fourth officials now. The
3 minutes
stoppage time.
As Morton is on the break here for Trafalgar. He is surrounded by 3 defenders. He tries to find the number 16, and his shot is cleared. The ball is cleared by the Ramsville Superstars, and it looks like a throw to Trafalgar Southstars.
You know what's interesting, LaShawn, is that Southstars, they don't get a lot of opportunities to score, or they haven't created a lot of opportunities. But whenever they get to the final third, they seem a little bit dangerous, just that they're not that clinical. Because we've seen now they very rarely get into the 18-yard box. Here's come the throw-in, a long throw-in now. It's about Southstars trying to get that ball in. We have 3 minutes stoppage time, as we indicated earlier, for the first half. Here comes the cross now. A beautiful crossing. Header into the back of the net, but that looks like, is that a goal? Yes, it is. Southstars have equalized on the brink of halftime. Can you imagine? Out of nothing, really. It was a long cross into the 18-yard box, and just a glancing header, beating the goalkeeper right into the corner. And that one was actually more difficult than the chance they had earlier, but they put this one away.
Yes, and the goal is scored by number 16, Sean Percival. A very diminutive figure, but he rose up and the ball found his head and rolled into the back of the net. And as we were saying, Ramsville Superstars failing to capitalize on the opportunities, now find themselves leveled against the newly promoted Trafalgar Southstars.
Just on the brink of halftime, and by the way, that's their first Premier League goal ever, because this is the first time the Southstars are playing in the Premier League. So you're seeing, as I indicated earlier, I guess that's the curse of the commentator, that Village better hope that they don't rule those missed chances that they had earlier. And no sooner as I said that, Trafalgar Southstars equalize. It's 1-1, Trafalgar Southstars 1, and Ranzilli Superstars 1.
Yes, and Village on the attack here again. Tyrone Hanley is dispossessed, and the ball is with number 17 for Trafalgar, who takes it up the right-hand side, Blake, but he loses it to a combination of Fleming and Henry, and they actually won a free further up the field, further up the left-hand side, but he goes down, and the ball goes out of play, and the referee says throw in to Trafalgar Southstars. On the brink of halftime, probably a few seconds.
Just a few seconds away, but that's the best time for Southstars to have scored. And there's always said that whenever you are in a game, here comes a chance now for Village. This is Javon Amory, snuffed out the attack there by Southstars. Good defending once again. Here comes the Southstars now, trying to get out of their defensive half, but they're bombarded there by Village players. And that's the referee's whistle. It's halftime. It is 1-1. Just on the brink of halftime, Trafalgar Southstars scoring the equalizer after Village getting a goal in the early part of this match. And I'm telling you, it is now making up for a thrilling encounter in this, the second match of the 2019-2020 season here of the SKNFA Premier League. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the halftime show here in our live coverage of the match between Ranzilli Superstars and Trafalgar Southstars.
At Nagico, the things that matter to you matter to us. Like your boat when you're at sea and you get away from everything. Your home and the security of your daughter's things. And the car that you've had for too long, but after all these years, you just can't let go. At Nagico, we're about much more than just insurance. We're about the big things and the small things that mean everything.
You care about what goes on your skin. You care about the ingredients, organic and natural products. We have Rituals brand, Victoria's Secret, and much more. Discover the collection of prestige natural beauty. There are too many chemicals. Time to change. Go to Lucky's Duty Free at King's Pavilion Hotel on Bay Road, Bastyr. Treat yourself as a princess. Also, Bath and Body Works coming soon. Check us out on Facebook. Open hours are from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Give us a call, 466-7059. Lucky's Duty Free.
Quality Diagnostic Laboratory, your newest partner in your healthcare. We offer the latest in on-island clinical laboratory testing. A comprehensive range of blood tests, urine tests, stool and other testing such as cholesterol and sugar testing, as well as hormone, kidney and liver functions, and many more. Quality Diagnostic Laboratory is located at the corner of Keon Street and Fines Avenue, opposite the Greenlands pasture. Our opening hours from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday are designed with you in mind. We are also open on Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. for your further convenience. Call or contact us at 465-6657 or email us at info@qualitydiagnosticlab.com. Quality Diagnostic Laboratory. Excellence in performance.
KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity Parish, St. Kitts. For all your t-shirt printing, banners and signs, promotional products, shipping, motivational speeches, computer classes, agro-processing, art and craft, and desktop publishing. Come to KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity, St. Kitts. Telephone 661-0118 or 765-7270. Email drkhrystus@kvklives.com or visit www.kvklives.com. KVK Enterprises.
The St. Kitts Nevis Tennis Association presents the inaugural World Tennis Tour, Liamigo Awali Jr. Tournament. Come and witness tennis at its very best with players from around the world competing in the boys, girls, and doubles divisions. See this ball-by-ball action from November 23rd through 30th, 2019 at the Warner Park in St. Kitts. Support local tennis and get in the game.
Commercial signs, decal printing, canvas prints, license plates, posters. We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our customers. Our team takes pride in the craftsmanship and is passionate about its work. Every job, large or small, is important. Most of our customers come to us through referrals. That's because our number one priority is service. We serve a wide variety of customers, such as restaurants, retail stores, manufacturers, trucking companies, and many more. Our capabilities include design, production, and installation. How can we help? We are located at Bird Rock at the Woods Right compound. Call us at 869-763-1511 or 784-491-7599. Multigraphics.
At Nagico, the things that matter to you matter to us. Like your boat when you're at sea and you get away from everything. Your home and the security of your daughter's things. And the car that you've had for too long, but after all these years, you just can't let go. At Nagico, we're about much more than just insurance. We're about the big things and the small things that mean everything.
You care about what goes on your skin. You care about the ingredients, organic and natural products. We have Rituals Brand, Victoria's Secret, and much more. Discover the collection of prestige natural beauty. There are too many chemicals. Time to change. Go to Lucky's Duty Free at King's Pavilion Hotel on Bay Road, Bastia. Treat yourself as a
SKNFA Premier League football is back. SK Newsline and Voice of the Caribbean Radio present the Premier League Match of the Week. Live video stream and radio commentary on St. Kitts and Nevis's premier online media networks. Every Saturday at 8 p.m. Watch live football action at the Warner Park Football Stadium on the SK Newsline Facebook page, www.sknewsline.com, and at the Facebook page of the St. Kitts Nevis Football Association. You can also listen to live radio commentary at www.voiceofthecaribbean.net. It's the Premier League Match of the Week on SK Newsline and Voice of the Caribbean Radio every Saturday at 8 p.m. Don't miss it. SKNFA Premier League football is back. SK Newsline and Voice of the Caribbean Radio present the Premier League Match of the Week. Live video stream and radio commentary on St. Kitts and Nevis's premier online media networks. Every Saturday at 8 p.m. Watch live football action at the Warner Park Football Stadium on the SK Newsline Facebook page, www.sknewsline.com, and at the Facebook page of the St. Kitts Nevis Football Association. You can also listen to live radio commentary at www.voiceofthecaribbean.net. It's the Premier League Match of the Week on SK Newsline and Voice of the Caribbean Radio every Saturday at 8 p.m. Don't miss it.
teams. The Gold Cup have gone to 16 teams, and so it's about creating more opportunities, more teams to play, and we believe that it's going to be beneficial for everyone.
All right. Well, the match is about to restart the second half between Ramsey Superstars and Trafalgar Southstars. The score is 1-1. We're going to be rejoining them shortly. Mr. Jacobs, if you stick around, we would love to continue the discussion after the game, and also we'll have the teams after. So stay tuned. We'll be having the second half, Ramsey Superstars versus Trafalgar Southstars, coming up next on our broadcast. Welcome back to live coverage here of the match between the Ramsey Superstars and the Trafalgar Southstars here at the One Park Football Stadium. This is the halftime show. We have an abridged version, quite late start, but nonetheless, we will be bringing you continuation of the discussion with the SKNFA General Secretary at the end of the game. The score is 1-1. Trafalgar Southstars, Ramsey Superstars, myself, Andre Hewitt, and my co-commentator, Sean Wilson.
Yes, Southstars would want to win the first half they had. Superstars will want to make amends with all the chances they miss in the first half. As we said, early attack here from the Southstars, but the ball goes out for a throw-in. On the right-hand side, Southstars now attacking the north of Warner Park towards Carnival Village, while Ramsey Superstars attacks the side towards Lozak Road. The throw comes in now, a long throw into the box, heads go up. It finds the head of Yusuf Sanders, who eventually boots it out, finding Kimari Rogers in the center circle, who plays a long ball over to the left, trying to pick out Javon Amri, but ran out of space, and it's a throw-in to Trafalgar deep in their defensive half. The center back plays a long ball up to Morton in the center circle, who controls it and plays a ball down to number 13, Ronaldo Nisbet on the left-hand side, who lays it back off to Morton, but his cross is cut out by the defense of Superstars, but only as far as the number 25 Queely, but it's back safely to Ramsey Superstars as Sanders and Jeffers play a few 1-2 passes with each other before picking out Fleming, who tries to play a ball to unlock Ammi, but is cut out and picked up by Morton, who plays a cross ball to the right winger. I'm having a trouble picking up his number, but it's cleared now by Ramsey Superstars, cleared successfully by Fleming, who finds Ammi with some step overs, plays in Kimari Rogers. Kimari with a shot, and it goes just wide, but it picks out Johnson on the right hand side, but the referee and his assistant adjudged that it had crossed the touchline and goes out for a goal kick to the Trafalgar Southstars.
And indeed, the Southstars there, just at the brink of half-time, they were able to score the equalizing goal and to put themselves in a position. Let me just take this time to apologize to our viewers and listeners. We had a short technical glitch during the halftime show, and I believe probably the audio wasn't coming through or wasn't clear enough. But we will make up for that, because at the end of the game, we'll continue our discussion with Mr. Jacobs, and we will also be using the opportunity to interview the coaches, or get the opportunity to interview the coaches of both teams as the games resume, as the league resumes. And so it's quite exciting what we're seeing here at the Warner Park. And as Mr. Jacobs would have said in the halftime show, we had what fans can expect this season with 12 teams in the Premier League is excitement all around, and we've seen it so far in this game and the game prior to this one. Connery had to fight against Old Road, and you know what's interesting about that game? If the information I have is correct, the former coach who's been coaching the Connery team for a long time, Alexis Morris, is now coaching All Road. So he's coming up against his former team. So early in the season, and the former coach, here's a chance now for Village, but the ball goes in the goalkeeper's hand. The opportunity for Anthony Nets Isaac, it's not Nets, because I was told it was Nets. Actually, I was told by a Connery official that Nets would be coaching.
Well, I didn't see Nets.
In fact, I saw Nets just yesterday, and he told me that he'll be coaching Connery.
Well, he wasn't in the dugout today,
Okay,
so.
well, probably he had another engagement. But to the best of my information, Anthony Nets Isaacs is now the coach of the Connery Football Club, which is quite interesting because he was coach and assistant coach for several years for Newtown, and now he is to the east with Connery FC.
Yes, just north of Newtown, Connery, northeast of Newtown.
Northeast of Newtown, right? Correct. And east towards the island, or going east at least, the eastern side of the island. So it's 1-1 between Ransville Superstars and Trafalgar Southstars, and Village would have been up by several goals by now if they had taken their chances, but they had several chances in front of goal and some really good ones actually. But I guess they're still rusty after that long layoff from football.
Yes, and it will be interesting to see how the teams come up after being out 7 months, and adding to that, coaches changing places and players themselves changing teams. So it will be interesting to see how teams gel this early, as Fleming tries to pick out Dennis Fleming tries to pick out Ardell Fleming down the left-hand side. His cross is stuffed out by Trafalgar and goes out for a corner kick, which is taken short and quick by Ardell Fleming, who has the ball now at the top of the box, and his cross goes...
Was it a cross or a shot?
It's hard to tell, but his cross goes way over the top of the goal and out for another goal kick to Trafalgar Southstars.
Indeed. This is going to be quite an interesting game. I'm sure both teams will want to push for a win. Southstars trying to get their first win their first win ever of the Premier League. This is their first time playing in the Premier League. They were the runners-up in the Division 1 last season, losing the finals to Security Forces rather. Security Forces should be an interesting team, considering that they have a coach who coached in the Premier League before, in Kenroy Nibbs. Nibbs coached Sadlers for several years. Actually was coaching the team at the start of the season last season. And I don't know if he was dismissed or if he resigned, but halfway in the first round, he was no longer the coach. Here comes a chance now for Trafalgar Southstars, trying to make it in the counter-attack, but good defending here from Village. Well, actually, the defender goes down. That looks like Austin, or is it? Number 21 for Village. He's pushed down, or just nudged down, by the attacking player of Southstars. And it's a free kick to Village Superstars in their defensive half.
Yes, and the ball is at top of the free kick actually hasn't been taken as yet. And actually the free kick was taken, but the ball is being played outside so that a Trafalgar player who is down in the center circle can receive medical treatment. And also what is interesting is this new 12-team league, Premier League, how we will play out with now we have almost every week we'll have to have a midweek fixture, because we won't be able to get 6 games in on the weekends.
Yeah, because we have 2 games on a Saturday, which is the 6 o'clock game and the 8 o'clock game. And the 8 o'clock game is what we were going to be bringing to you live each week here on SK Newsline and SKNFA's Facebook page. However, that's a good observation. But another observation, which I think 12 kind of balances out things when it comes to the Super 6, because I think one of the concerns some of the teams had last season is that having a Super 6 with a 10-team league waters down the league a bit. But what I think the SKNFA has been trying to do by introducing the Super 6 is to kind of give enough, a lot of opportunities to play football. The teams have been asking for more football, and so that was an opportunity. And of course, one of the things that the president of the SKNFA would have also announced was that there will be increased prize monies this time around in the playoffs. So the game has restarted. Village now on the attack on the far left side. They shoved off the ball, loses possession. Trafalgar Southstars now coming into the attack, Trying here, two attacking players now coming through. Here's a winger now, finds his way into 18-yard box. Tried to make a cross, but it's easily blocked by the defender, number 23 for Village, and that is Ordell Fleming. He puts that ball out for a corner kick for Village Superstars. Trafalgar Southstars, I beg your pardon. And it seems as if Southstars are coming out of their shell in the second half. They are buoyed by that goal they scored in the first half. And they seemed a bit anxious to get on the score sheet once again.
Yeah, Village has to be wary here because after throwing away so many chances.
Here's a free kick now into the 18-yard box. And a shot from Southstar, but it goes over the crossbar. And it's a goal kick to Village.
Yes, and I was saying the Village Superstars will have to be wary here as they threw away, for lack of a better term, many good opportunities in the first half to extend their lead and found themselves level at halftime, which they will be disappointed in. And if they fall behind to this Trafalgar team, I think they will be ruin all those missed opportunities earlier in the first half. As we see Jeffers picking up the ball in the middle of the park, rolls it over to Saunders, who tries to pick out Johnson, who had an advanced position on the right hand side but was stuffed out by Trafalgar defenders. But ball is back with Jeffers, who rolls it to Dennis Fleming. Dennis Fleming finding that looks like Ammi falling over, but ball being picked up by Austin Henry, who tries to play in Ordell Fleming, who had advanced up the left-hand flank, but the ball goes out for a throw-in. And the throw comes into Jeffers. Jeffers looks up. He's calling for options. He picks out Saunders on the half line, who tries to play in that looks like Tyrone Hanley, but is unsuccessful. But the ball is picked up deep on the right-hand side of the Rams Village Superstars attack by Jeffers, but his cross is a poor one, and the ball is cleared, and the second wave of attack by Rams Village Superstars by Jeffers was blocked, and he committed a foul on the Trafalgar Southstars, who earns a free kick just about halfway inside their defensive half. And the kick is now taken and is played up to Morton, but is dispossessed by Johnson. Johnson plays it over to Jeffers. Jeffers trying to pick out Rogers, Kimari Rogers, but he's fouled in the process and wins a free kick just outside the center circle, and Jeffers rolls it to Henry, who plays it back to Jeffers. Jeffers finds Saunders on the right hand side, who plays it back to him, and Jeffers is cross trying to pick out Ammi is dispossessed and held by the goalkeeper Brown in the goal of Trafalgar Southstars. He now punts the ball up, trying to find the number 17 Carrick Blake, but is dispossessed, and the ball is now with that looks like Ammi. Ammi breaks past one defender, trying to look up to find the cross, but there was too much pace on that ball, and he rolls out for another goal kick, about the fifth for Trafalgar Southstars in the second half.
Well, it seems like they're making a more concerted effort to try to get that goal and try to create opportunities. But you know, if you weren't aware or familiar with these two teams, you would think that they were actually two teams on parity in terms of quality, not realizing that one is the most recent champion and the other is newly promoted. Trafalgar Southstars really, you know, showing in their own. But again, I guess that also has to do with the fact that it's been a long layoff for football, and the first match of the season is always the one that you try to get the rust off.
And also, it's a West Bastia derby, so Trafalgar wouldn't want to lose.
Beautiful shot at goal there from distance, just outside the 18-yard box from Village, straight in the hands of the goalkeeper. And there seems to be a play that's down. It's actually one of the defenders who blocked the ball, tried to block that shot from Village. He's now down on the ground, and Trafalgar Southstars medical team are out to tend to the player.
Yes, a shot came in from Tyrone Hanley, a shot from about 25 yards out, a shot more in hope, more so than um, in skill, but it was comfortably saved by the goalkeeper Brown in the net for Trafalgar. But one of the casualties of that shot was the defender who went down and is still down, but he's been treated by the medical team of Ramsville Superstars and the Red Cross personnel. They're also on standby, awaiting to see if they will be needed to carry off, which it looks like they will be.
And
yes.
They're stretching the player off. Did get hit by the ball. A shot actually, I think, from Hanley earlier on, and sacrificing basically himself to make sure that ball did not go in the danger zone. And that's what these players do each and every week. They put their bodies on the line to make sure that they represent their communities and represent their team well. And so far, Trafalgar Southstars seem to be doing that. Let's hope that it's not anything serious and that he either will be able to resume or at least be able to be in good standing for the next game from a health perspective. So that's one player they're coming off, and I'm not sure if they're going to make a substitution at this point. Maybe they will. Yes, it seems as if they are making a substitution. I will get that for you. That's number 12 coming on for the player that's just been taken off. And that player, number 12?
Number 12, that's Deshaun Hewlett. And he had replaced number 25. Number 25, that's Clarissa Gum. No, sorry. Number 25, Shaheem Queely. So Queely is off.
Amory now for Village coming off the left-hand flank. With his trademark speed, a chance for Village outside the 18-yard box. They work their way in the box. An opportunity for Village. Oh, and that ball is snuffed out by the goalkeeper. And Village, they're missing out on another opportunity. Good defending by Southstars. Here is Southstars down the counter-attack. A player goes down just outside, just above the half-line circle. Trafalgar Southstars. He's beckoning to the goalkeeper for a free kick. But while he does that, Village is on the attack again. But another beautiful through play there in the 18-yard box. Chance for, I think that was number 21 for Village.
Yes, Tyrone Hanley. Yes, he had
but
the ball.
Again, the goalkeeper ran out of goal and made sure that stayed out of the danger zone.
Yes, Hanley had the ball at the top of the box. He faked one shot, he faked two shots. And the second touch, the touch after the second fake was way too much.
For Village, well, no, that's Kimari Rogers, but he's in an offside position. And that will go. That's actually a free kick to the Trafalgar Southstars. You're listening to live coverage of the SKNFA Premier League Match of the Week here on Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net, on SKN Newsline's Facebook page at fb.com/SKN Newsline, and on the St. Kitts Nevis Football Association Facebook page, fb.com/SKNFA.
And we see first substitution for the Rams Village Superstars, Dequan Johnson, number 13. He's been replaced by Tahir Hanley. So Rams Village Superstars making the first substitution. Johnson for Hanley. Hanley for Johnson rather. And the ball is now with Amri on the left hand side, who picks out Hanley, who just comes on, who plays a nice through ball finding Kimari Rogers. Kimari Rogers looks up, tries to beat it. The defender, and the ball is in the back of the net. It looks like Tahir Hanley, who just came on. I think he is the one who got the goal, the final touch of the ball passing the net. Probably his second or third touch of the ball. And it's in the back of the net. We'll confirm if it's indeed Tahir Hanley. No, rather it looks like Tyrone Hanley. Sorry. Tyrone Hanley, number 21. He looks like the goal scorer. But the goalkeeper for Trafalgar Southstars is down in the goal. And again, medical personnel is going over to treat him. But it's now 2-1 to the Ramsville Superstars. The second goal being scored by Tyrone Hanley. A ball coming across from the left-hand side by Kimari Rogers. Missed its initial target, I think, was Tahir Hanley, but rolling over to Tyrion Hanley, who squeezed it into the back of the net, and the goalkeeper, I think, ran into the post, trying to stop the ball from crossing the line, but was unsuccessful. So it's 2-1 to the most recent champions of the SKNFA Premier Division, Rams Village Superstars, over the newly promoted Trafalgar Southstars.
So 2-1 to Village Superstars. They're taking the lead in dramatic fashion there. Village leading 2-1, and certainly let's hope again that this the goalkeeper is okay. We know we had one player taken off from for injury from the South Stars, and we do hope that the goalkeeper, well, he's up. It looks a bit groggy, but hopefully he will be healthy to continue. So 2-1, Rams Village Superstars 2, and Trafalgar South Stars 1. It's game on.
Yes. Trafalgar South Stars, they've worked hard in this game thus far. Came from 1 goal behind, a late equalizer in the first half, but we'll now have to do it again here in the second half as the game kicks off once more with Morton in the middle of the park for Trafalgar. He pulls it back to the number 12 for that's Hewlett, who is as the substitute. He tries to find, I think that's Blake on the right hand side, but it's stuffed out, and it's now with Jeffers in the middle, in the center circle for Rams Village Superstars. He finds Hanley, who miscontrols but recovers, plays it over to Kimari Rogers, who has come out here on the right hand side. He plays it back to Hanley, and Hanley plays it back to Rogers, who plays it over to Tahir Hanley this time, who tries to play in Kimari Rogers on an overlapping run, but it goes out of touch for a throw into Rams Village Superstars, and it's now with Tyrion Hanley, who finds a cross, trying to pick out Jivan Amri on the left-hand side of the 18-yard box, but the defender for Trafalgar Southstars puts it outside for a corner to Rams Village Superstars, the second corner of the second half to the Rams Village Superstars. As we wait the corner that comes now, and it looks trying to pick out the tall figure of Tyrion Hanley, is that? But it's now cleared, and it's with Henry for the Rams Village Superstars, who takes a shot from about 40 yards out, and it goes clear sailing over the goal, over into Lozak Road for another goal kick to the Trafalgar South Stars, with Brown set to take a goal kick, still looking shaken up by that recent injury, still limping. He can't take the goal kick, as the number 12, that looks like Hewlett, who will do it for him.
You know, the thing with goalkeepers is that when they do pick up an injury, if they can continue, you would want to keep them in goal, because you don't really want to use up that substitution, not knowing what your strategy or tactic will be for the rest of the game, or whatever injury may be meted out to another player. But here comes Javon Amri. Nice 1-2 punch here from Village. Ooh, and Amri goes down. He thinks he was fouled by the defender, who muscled him off the ball. The ball rolls out for a corner kick, though, and it will be a corner to Village coming from the Lozak Road end, right over to the entrance of the Warner Park Cricket Stadium side. That's where Village will be taking this corner kick, for those of our listeners on Voice of the Caribbean.
Yes, no one wants to waste a substitution and a goalkeeper who won't really affect, especially when you're down, and won't really affect the attacking options, as the corner comes in and is cleared by Trafalgar South Stars, who also win a free kick in the 18-yard box. Goal kick, it's a free kick, and it's taken quickly, and it's picked up by Hewlett. Hewlett thumps the ball up, trying to find the number 16. That's Sean Percival, the goal scorer, but the ball goes outside for throwing to the Rams Village Superstars.
Yeah, I noticed an observation. Yusuf Saunders, who used to play for Village, Newtown rather, is now playing for Village. He's number 27 in the Village Superstars, and we haven't had a chance yet, LaShawn, to actually go through the transfer list and look at the teams and the players rather who would have transferred. But this is certainly one of them that we've noticed. He was a very noticeable player in the midfield, in the defensive half rather, of Village of Newtown. Was an anchor in defense for Newtown. He's now playing for Village.
Well, actually, he started playing for Village.
Well, here's a chance now for Village Superstars. Shot at goal, but goes wide. And Ramsey Superstars trying to triple their lead, so to speak, but missed that one there. The ball going wide. I think that was the number 11 Tahir Hanley. Tahir Hanley scored the previous goal, correct?
Yes.
And so Tahir wanted to add his name to the score sheet. But yeah, you were making the point that Yusuf Saunders previously played for Village.
Yes, then he went to Newtown. Now he's back for Ramsey Superstars.
It's interesting, you notice you've seen a lot of players who transfer back to the team they used to play for. We saw that last season with Carlos Berti, who had transferred to Keon, won a couple of championships with them, I think, and transferred back to Newtown last season.
Yes, yes. But the ball is with Morton for Trafalgar in midfield, in number 7. He turns, he tries to find his options, but the best option was a defender who now punched the ball upfield, trying to find number 16 Percival, the goal scorer. But it's stuffed out and it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, who's still limping, goalkeeper Brown, but rolls it over to the right back, the left back, who tries to play a long ball upfield, but only successful in putting it into Rosette here at Warner Park.
If you're just joining us, you're watching and you're listening to live coverage of the SKNFA Match of the Week, Premier League Match of the Week, between Ramsey Superstars, the most recent champions, and Trafalgar Southstars, newly promoted team to the Premier League. First time, actually, in the Premier League. Here's Village trying to get on the attack. That's Javon Amory. Ball goes away and goes to number 88 for Village, who passes it on to number 2, which is Dennis Fleming. Fleming trying to find Amory on the far flank, but loses possession to Trafalgar Southstars. Cheval Rouse. He finds Fleming. Fleming now, nice pass over there. Well, actually, that's offside. That was Javon Amory, and that is ruled offside, and it will be a kick to Trafalgar Southstars.
Yes, Rams Village Superstars probing again, dominating position here. Trafalgar has to be strong and not to give up position as Henry for Village takes up the ball in midfield, passes it to Tyran Hanley, who tries to find Kimari Rogers, but the ball is cut out and is now played down the left-hand side for Trafalgar in the number 17. That's Blake. But the ball goes outside for a throw to Trafalgar, very deep in the Ramsville Superstars defensive half. As the green shirts come pouring forward, number 3, he looks like he'll be the one taking the throw. That's Raheem Brown. He's looking for his options. He throws it in now. He finds, I think that's Morton, and the ball ricochets off his body and goes out for a throw into Rams Village Superstars.
We have not
deep in the defensive half.
We have not seen any forward play much from Southstars since the half has started. I think Village has now compacted the midfield and the defense and ensuring that Southstars doesn't get much opportunity. We see the goalkeepers down for Trafalgar Southstars on the far end. We did mention earlier that he was limping after that goal scored. He picked up an injury in goal while trying to stop that goal. And ever since then, he's been limping. I think they will have to take him off. They'll have to make a substitution here.
Yes, and one of the nightmare scenarios you could have as a coach is having to make a goalkeeper sub in a game where that's in reach. You're only down 2-1 and you have to make a sub for a goalkeeper instead of a more tactical option where you can try and impact the game. But the sub is being made now, so that will be Zachel Brown, the number 1 in goal, coming off for, that's number 33. 53, sir. 33. Abatsi Tyrrell, who is going to be taking up residence in goal for Trafalgar in the remaining minutes of this encounter. Tyrrell, a much more physical option to Brown. So it will be interesting to see how differently he plays, his style is in goal.
Well, your first Premier League match in the history of your existence as a club, and you have to be playing the reserve goalkeeper against the most recent champions. Here comes a chance now. Javon Amory now. The goalkeeper's put into action. Oh, and it seems. Oh, what a defensive move there from Trafalgar Southstars. Cleared off the line by the defender. The goalkeeper just coming on, gets his first action, and almost gave up a goal.
Yes, a big introduction there for Tyrrell, having to face a one-on-one. The ball was chipped over him, beating him for all good, but the defender, we didn't pick up his number, but he came around and successfully cleared the ball off the line as Adolf Fleming for Ramsbury Superstars, trying to pick out a cross, but it's blocked by Trafalgar, and the ball is now pumped upfield, trying to find Percival, who controls, and he tries to flick it on to his teammate, but is unsuccessful.
Now here comes Saunders, Yusuf Saunders, receiving the ball here for Village. Makes a pass over to number 88, Jason. That's Jason Jeffers. Finds the far corner. And Javon Amory plays it back to Fleming. And Village just taking their time here. They're up 2-1. No rush to try to get the ball upfield. They're in the defensive, the attacking half. Here comes Kimari Rogers with a long shot on his left foot, not his strongest foot. And that ball skies over the crossbar. It's 2-1, Village Superstars against the Trafalgar Southstars.
Well, what is amazing is the amount of goal kicks Trafalgar has had in the second half, which signifies the amount of attacking players Village Superstars has had, but yet the game is still in reach for Trafalgar Southstars.
Definitely, indeed. And they haven't been creating opportunities, though, much opportunities in the second half, as they did in the first half. But here comes them now in the attack. Is number 7. This is Percival trying to make a cutting pass to the number 14, who is, or is that number 13? Now it's number 14, Javon Archibald. The ball's back now to Yusuf Saunders of Village, the defender. He plays the ball upfield, or rather tries to play it upfield. Finds Henry. Henry plays it back to Rouse. Rouse finds Jeffers. Jeffers playing it to the far left. On the defensive side, Village still maintaining possession. Here comes Jeffers once again. He receives the ball. Try to play a cutting pass to Kimari Rogers. Successfully does so. Here's Rogers now in the 18-yard box. Shoots and finds the back of the net. It is a 3-1 now for Rams Village Superstars. Easy does it. Nice passing play, playing from the back. And what a cutting pass it was from Jeffers to Kimari Rogers, who now scores his first goal of the season for Village Superstars.
Yes, he doesn't even celebrates because he knows it's been a frustrating night. It's been a difficult night for Ramsville Superstars on a whole. But he gets his goal. The team goes up 3-1. And now in a comfortable position, as we see, Austin Henry is taken out. And he's replaced by number 24, Zico Conda, who has been missing in action for Ramsville Superstars for the past few years. He's now making a comeback in midfield for the most recent champions.
And was it a case of mulling retirement or just taking a break?
Well, maybe it was just a sabbatical from the game, but he's back now and has situated himself in the midfield of the Rams Village Superstars.
Actually, notice his mom is in the stadium. Actually, she was here early for the first game, and she was here, of course, I guess, anticipating her son's performance, or rather entrance on the field. Here comes Village now, number 24. They're in the danger zone now. There's a foul committed there by the number 11 of the Trafalgar Southstars, just outside the 18-yard box. Now Village takes a quick free kick. Here's an opportunity now. They're inside the 18-yard box. A chance for Village to make it 4-1, and yes! Right to the back of the net. Rams Village Superstars. They've extended their lead. Ardell Fleming finding himself on the score sheet. It is 4-1 for Rams Village Superstars. An excellent play.
yes. Trafalgar falling asleep there with the set piece. A set piece won by the newly introduced Conda. The ball rolled to Tyrone Hanley on the right hand side of the 18-yard box. He fizzed the ball across the across the 6-yard box of the goalkeeper before it was fired into the back of the net. Ramsville Superstars now coasting in this encounter. A game they were left frustrated after missing many chances, but now they have stamped their authority and in cruise control on this game as the match is now restarted, and the ball for Trafalgar is cut out by Saunders, who plays it to Jeffers, and it's now with Dennis Fleming, who holds it to Ardell Fleming. Ardell Fleming, he's traveling, he looks up, he finds Tyrone Hanley. Hanley is dispossessed, but it's back with Ardell Fleming, who tries to muscle his way between a few defenders, but is fouled and wins a free kick just outside the center circle for the Ramsville Superstars. And the kick is taken by shot by Tyrone Hanley. Tyrone to Ardell, Ardell to Javon Ammi. Ammi to Ardell, Ardell to Ammi. Ammi to Ardell, Ardell to Ammi. Ardell underlapping now, but is ignored by Ammi this time, who plays it back to Hanley. Hanley finds his brother Tahir Hanley, who lays it off to Jeffers. Jeffers finds Conda. Conda rolls it to Kimari, who rolls it back to Conda, who rolls it over to Jeffers. Jeffers finds Tyrone Hanley. Tyrone Hanley turns, looks up, finds Conda. He's on the run again. Conda tries to play it to him, but is cut out by the number 3 of Trafalgar, Brown. Brown passes it to Morton. Morton finds number 18 in Rogers. Rogers is dispossessed by Jeffers. Jeffers plays it to Conda. Conda almost loses it, but recovers and finds Hanley, who plays a nice crossbar, finding Kimari Rogers on the right hand side. Rogers on the edge of the 18-yard box, looking for his options. Does some crossovers, but it doesn't go anywhere. He lays it off to Tyrone Hanley. Tyrone Hanley finds Ardell Fleming on the left-hand side, who tries to beat a defender, but is dispossessed, but finds, that looks like Ammi plays it back to Fleming, who was overlapping, and the ball is now cleared by Trafalgar. Partly cleared, actually, and it's now back with Ramsville Superstars, just outside the 18-yard area on the left-hand side of the box, and it's rolled back to Dennis Fleming in defense, who finds Tyrone Hanley just outside the 18-yard box. He plays it across to Rouse. Rouse looks for his options, plays it to Saunders. Saunders back to Rouse. Rouse finds Conda in the middle of the pack. Conda tries to play a through ball to Rogers, but it's cut out there by Trafalgar, number 3 again. Long ball now from Trafalgar, finds Fleming on the left-hand side of the defense. It's cleared by Fleming, but to a Trafalgar midfielder who falls over the ball, and it's now with Kimari Rogers, who falls over the ball himself, and is back with Trafalgar through number 7, Morton, who tries to do a 1-2 with Percival, but Percival loses the ball. And it's now with Fleming on the left-hand side for the Ramsville Superstars, cut out by Trafalgar, and it's played to the midfielder there for Trafalgar, but it's now a free kick, number 13, Ronaldo Nisbet. He goes down as a free kick to Trafalgar in the center circle. It will be taken by Hewlett, as we see another substitution for Trafalgar. Number 19, Mazavi Hodge, comes on. Hodge into the play very early. Rolls it over to number 3, Raheem Brown. Brown up to Percival. Percival tries to flick it over to the number 13, Nisbet, but is unlucky. Amri trying to play in Tahir Hanley, but the goalkeeper is off the line quickly and early and stuffs it out, ending any chance of a Village Superstars goal there. And the ball is punted upfield, but only as far as Ardell Fleming, who rolls it back to Clark in goal for Village Superstars. The ball is squared over to Saunders. Saunders plays it back to Rose. Rose looks up, he's in lots of space, plays the ball over onto the opposite flank to Fleming. Fleming rolls it over to his namesake Ardell Fleming. Ardell Fleming looks up, finds Amri. Amri coming more centrally, plays it back to Dennis Fleming. Dennis Fleming asking for options, looking up, plays it over to Ardell Fleming. Ardell Fleming trying to play in Tahir Hanley there, but is unsuccessful and having to do defensive duties. That looks like the Trafalgar player being stuffed up by Ardell Fleming, who plays a ball to Tahir Hanley. Tahir Hanley finding that looks like J. Javon Amri on the left hand side, who plays it to Tahir Hanley, who lays it back off to Amri, but cannot beat the defender there for Trafalgar Southstars.
So the score is 4-1. Ranzilly Superstars 4, Trafalgar Southstars, newly promoted team, first time in the Premier League, 1 goal. You're listening to and you're watching SKNFA Match of the Week, Premier League Match of the Week, brought to you through the collaboration of SKN Newsline, Voice of the Caribbean Radio, and the St. Kitts Nevis Football Association. Here comes Village now. This is Fleming. Fleming finds number 24 for Village, Zico Kondo, who just came on, has an opportunity now, cross actually, or rather through pass, I should say, but was snuffed out by the defenders, kicked out for a throw-in. Just a few more minutes to go. The last substitution there was made around the 85th minute, so we should be close to the 90-minute mark. So any moment now, the fourth official will be putting up the sign of the number of minutes of stoppage time. How much do you anticipate it would be, considering that we've had a number of injuries and long substitutions and injury substitutions?
I don't think it will exceed 4 minutes. I think it'll be about 4 minutes. As the ball goes out of play for a goal kick to Trafalgar. Another goal kick in the second half. And the ball is pumped up trying to find Percival, who wins the header, but couldn't head it down to a teammate. Conda picks it up in midfield, plays it over to Kimari Rogers on the right-hand side. Rogers beat one defender. He's confronted by another. He turns, he plays it back to Conda. Conda looks, gauges his options, but couldn't find our Ramsville Superstars player, and is dispossessed by Trafalgar, who wins a free kick in the middle of the park. Free kick is taken now. Morton picks it up on the half line. He plays a long ball over to the far end, to the far east, trying to find, that looks like number 6 for Trafalgar, but the ball is dispossessed. Picked up in midfield by Tyrion Hanley. Hanley plays it to Jeffers, back to Hanley. Hanley back to Jeffers. Jeffers rolls it over to Amri. Amri plays it to Ardell Fleming, who plays it back to Amri.
As you can see now, Village,
Yes.
they're just passing the ball around.
Yes.
They're trying to find Kimara Rudders. Maybe they're trying to get us a fifth goal to make it a dramatic entry. But this is the sign of champions. Village, they are still rusty. You know, they didn't play their best football today, but right now they're leading 4-1. Here it comes, number 24. That's Conda, Zico Conda, finding Kimari Rogers on the far right. Here's Rogers, makes a cross in, an opportunity for Village. The ball goes back in, it goes long, and it will be a goal kick to Trafalgar Southstars. The Southstars never smelt the goal in the second half. They didn't find much effort or didn't create much chances in the second half.
Yes, they had a better first half than they did second half, but it's still early days in the Premier League. It's still early days for them. The first game ever in the Premier League against a rival outfit. So it was always a difficult task, but they represented themselves well in the first half, but came up short here in the second half.
I think Village also, by this time, they will have changed their strategy coming into the second half. I think they, even though there weren't much chances created by Southstars, but they did create a couple, maybe about 3 chances, put away 1, and I think they've sort of tightened up the defense. And so in the second half, you didn't see much activity from Southstars in creating chances, because of course Village would have closed out those gaps that were created in the first half. So they just needed to feel out the team a bit in the first half, and they did just that. Here and then now come in the attack. Beautiful pass here, but it is offside as the the linesman raises his flag, and it's offside against Village Superstars. Almost down to the dying moments of the game now. Just waiting for the fourth official to place his stoppage time signal. If they haven't done so yet, I haven't seen them put up the sign yet. But I know that we probably should have exhausted the regulation time thus far. Now here's Kimari Rogers. An opportunity for Rogers now. Yes, Rogers now tried to shoot the shot, but it goes wide. And it's for a goal kick, it seems. Yes, it is. Or is it a corner kick? Looks like a corner kick.
Corner kick.
Yeah, the fourth official has raised the sign. It's 4 minutes remaining now, and 4 minutes of stoppage time. 4 minutes before Village Superstars put this one to bed. It's hard to see Trafalgar Southstars scoring 3 goals in 4 minutes at this stage.
Yes, which is always important to finish the game on a positive note, even though you may have lost, finishing on a positive note and something to build on for the next game. As the corner is taken shot by Kanda, who finds Tyron Hanley, and Tyron Hanley plays it into Jeffers. Jeffers lays it off to Hanley on the right hand side. He fakes across. He rolls it over to Jeffers, who is now more centrally, and he tries to play in that looks like Amri, but he's forced all the way back to the center circle. He plays a pass, finding Kanda in the midfield. Kanda goes down. The referee ignores his calls for a foul, and here goes that looks like Morton running away for Trafalgar, and the ball goes out for throwing for Trafalgar as the minutes continue to wind down for the Rams for Rams Village Superstars in a victory in this game. The throw comes in to Dennis Fleming, who plays it over to Saunders. He and Fleming now swaps positions as Ardell Fleming finds Javon Ammi on the break. He loses the ball for a brief period, but plays it to Kanda. Kanda finds Tahir Hanley. Tahir Hanley back to Kanda. Kanda looks up, tries to play in that looks like Tahir Hanley, and it's a foul called on Ramsville Superstars just outside the 18-yard box for Trafalgar Southstars. And the free kick is taken quickly, but Trafalgar quickly uses the ball, and Jeffers for Ramsville Superstars. He tries to play in Tahir Hanley, but he loses it. And it's back with Jeffers. Jeffers rolls it over to Kanda with a crossfield ball to Kimari Rogers. Rogers with a chip, and it's cleared off the line by the defender for Trafalgar. That looks like the number 23, Clarissa Gomes. And it was a good through ball, crossfield ball from Zico Kanda, finding Kimari Rogers, who played an immaculately timed chip over the goalkeeper, but the defender recovered confidently, but the ball goes up for a corner kick to Ramsey Superstars. That's played down the line to Ardell Fleming, and it's crossed in now by Amri, and it's off the head of a Trafalgar defender, and it goes out for a corner kick, this time from the other side, the western side this time. As time goes down, Trafalgar wouldn't want to concede another goal here and want to finish the game on a positive note. But the corner comes in from Kimari. He couldn't find around for the Superstars attacker, and referee Richards brings the game to a halt. The game is over. The second game of the SKNFA Premier Division season. Rams Village Superstars 4. Trafalgar Southstars 1. A frustrating game for Rams Village Superstars for the most part, probably for the first 60 minutes or so. They would have been frustrated with the amount of chances they would have created, but failed to capitalize on. But in the end, three goals in about a 10-15 minute period gives them a comfortable victory and an early 3-point advantage over the rest of the competition, who hasn't played as yet.
Well, Sean, this is where the commentary ends, but we want to encourage our fans and our listeners and viewers to stay tuned. We're going to have a post-game show. We're going to try to get some interviews with the coaches, but we'll have a post-game show. We'll continue our conversation with the General Secretary of the SKNFA. That comes up in a few minutes. But right now, we'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
At Nagico, the things that matter to you matter to us. Like your boat when you're at sea and you get away from everything. Your home and the security of your daughter's things. And the car that you've had for too long, but after all these years, you just can't let go. At Nagico, we're about much more than just insurance. We're about the big things and the small things that mean everything.
You care about what goes on your skin. You care about the ingredients, organic and natural products. We have Rituals brand, Victoria's Secret, and much more. Discover the collection of prestige natural beauty. There are too many chemicals. Time to change. Go to Lucky's Duty Free at King's Pavilion Hotel on Bay Road, Bastille. Treat yourself as a princess. Also, Bath and Body Works coming soon. Check us out on Facebook. Open hours are from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Give us a call, 466-7059. Lucky's Duty Free.
Quality Diagnostic Laboratory, your newest partner in your healthcare. We offer the latest in on-island clinical laboratory testing. A comprehensive range of blood tests, urine tests, stool and other testing such as cholesterol and sugar testing, as well as hormone, kidney and liver functions, and many more. Quality Diagnostic Laboratory is located at the corner of Keon Street and Fines Avenue, opposite the Greenlands pasture. Our opening hours from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday are designed with you in mind. We are also open on Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. for your further convenience. Call or contact us at 465-6657 or email us at info@qualitydiagnosticlab.com. Quality Diagnostic Laboratory. Excellence in performance.
KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity Parish, St. Kitts. For all your t-shirt printing, banners and signs, promotional products, shipping, motivational speeches, computer classes, agro-processing, art and craft, and desktop publishing. Come to KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity, St. Kitts. Telephone 661-0118 or 765-7270. Email drkhrystus@kvklives.com or visit www.kvklives.com. KVK Enterprises.
The St. Kitts Nevis Tennis Association presents the inaugural World Tennis Tour, Lyamiga Awali Junior Tournament. Come and witness tennis at its very best with players from around the world competing in the boys, girls, and doubles divisions. See this ball-by-ball action from November 23rd through 30th, 2019 at the Warner Park in St. Kitts. Support local tennis and get in the game.
Commercial signs, decal printing, canvas printing, license plates, posters. We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our customers. Our team takes pride in the craftsmanship and is passionate about its work. Every job, large or small, is important. Most of our customers come to us through referrals. That's because our number one priority is service. We serve a wide variety of customers, such as restaurants, retail stores, manufacturers, trucking companies, and many more. Our capabilities include design, production, and installation. How can we help? We are located at Bird Rock at the Woodswright compound. Call us at 869-763-1511 or 784-491-7599. Multi-graphics.
At Nagico, the things that matter to you matter to us. Like your boat when you're at sea and you get away from everything. Your home and the security of your daughter's things. And the car that you've had for too long, but after all these years, you just can't let go. At Nagico, we're about much more than just insurance. We're about the big things and the small things that mean everything.
You care about what goes on your skin. You care about the ingredients, organic and natural products. We have Rituals brand, Victoria's Secret, and much more. Discover the collection of prestige natural beauty. There are too many chemicals. Time to change. Go to Lucky's Duty Free at King's Pavilion Hotel on Bay Road, Bastyr. Treat yourself as a princess. Also, Bath and Body Works coming soon. Check us out on Facebook. Open hours are from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Give us a call, 466-7059. Lucky's Duty Free.
Quality Diagnostic Laboratory, your newest partner in your healthcare. We offer the latest in on-island clinical laboratory testing. A comprehensive range of blood tests, urine tests, stool and other testing such as cholesterol and sugar testing, as well as hormone, kidney and liver functions, and many more. Quality Diagnostic Laboratory is located at the corner of Keon Street and Fines Avenue, opposite the Greenlands pasture. Our opening hours from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday are designed with you in mind. We are also open on Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. for your further convenience. Call or contact us at 465-6657 or email us at info@qualitydiagnosticlab.com. Quality Diagnostic Laboratory. Excellence in performance.
KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity Parish, St. Kitts. For all your t-shirt printing, banners and signs, promotional products, shipping, motivational speeches, computer classes, agro-processing, art and craft, and desktop publishing. Come to KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity St. Kitts. Telephone 661-0118 or 765-7270. Email drkhrystus@kvklives.com or visit www.kvklives.com. KVK Enterprises.
The St. Kitts Nevis Tennis Association presents the inaugural World Tennis Tour Lyamiga Owali Junior Tournament. Come and witness tennis at its very best with players from around the world competing in the boys, girls, and doubles divisions. See this ball-by-ball action from November 23rd through 30th, 2019 at the Warner Park in St. Kitts. Support local tennis and get in the game.
Commercial signs, decal printing, canvas prints, license plates, posters. We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our customers. Our team takes pride in the craftsmanship and is passionate about its work. Every job, large or small, is important. Most of our customers come to us through referrals. That's because our number one priority is service. We serve a wide variety of customers, such as restaurants, retail stores, manufacturers, trucking companies, and many more. Our capabilities include design, production, and installation. How can we help? We are located at Bird Rock at the Woods Right compound. Call us at 869-763-1511 or 784-491-7599. Multigraphics.
SKNFA Premier League football is back. SK Newsline and Voice of the Caribbean Radio present the Premier League Match of the Week. Live video stream and radio commentary on St. Kitts and Nevis's premier online media networks. Every Saturday at 8 p.m. Watch live football action at the Warner Park Football Stadium on the SK Newsline Facebook page, www.sknewsline.com, and at the Facebook page of the St. Kitts Nevis Football Association. You can also listen to live radio commentary at www.voiceofthecaribbean.net. It's the Premier League Match of the Week on SK Newsline and Voice of the Caribbean Radio every Saturday at 8 p.m. Don't miss it.
again, I want to apologize. I think we had some audio issues in our halftime show, so we'll probably just go over some of the issues we did in the first half. We have with us General Secretary of the SKNFA, Mr. Stanley Jacobs. Mr. Jacobs, finally we have Premier League football after a long layoff, and I'm sure fans have been clamoring for football to resume.
Yes, well, night one is now history, and so we can say that the 2019-2020 SKNFA Premier League is definitely underway.
Yeah. And based on the two games you've seen, I mean, what can fans expect for the season?
Oh, well, I mean, I believe that we would have started with a bang. The attendance tonight was good for the very first night, and then the live streaming, much to my surprise, got a lot of views and without any advertisement, and so I believe that a very good, exciting season is in store.
Right. Now, the season this year, or this season, we have 12 teams, and the 12 teams, I mean, we had 10 before, and many people were accustomed to the 10, but this season we have 12, and we have 2 rounds of football. Just basically give an insight into what fans can expect with these 12 teams, and especially a year when we're looking to have the first ever Super 6 playoffs.
Yes, well, 12 teams this year in the Premier League, so it's an expanded Premier League, and I think, judging from what we saw tonight, that we can expect competitive football. It provides more opportunities, so it provides 2 additional slots for teams coming out of the Division 1 to be promoted. And now we have the Super 6, and what it does is that it provides the opportunity for, what not we have now is that 50% of the 12 teams in the Premier League advance to the Super 6, as versus when we had 10 teams is 60%. So it's a much more even ratio.
Right. Now, let's move on quickly to some international football. We're going to want to talk more about the more recent result. St. Kitts Nevis participating in the CONCACAF Nations League. We were in League B. Didn't do so well this time around. As a result, we got relegated to League C. But what's the plan going forward for the team at this point?
Well, I mean, a disappointing CONCACAF Nations League for St. Kitts and Nevis, but we believe that we still have a very good team. It's a young team, and a team that has been going through some transitioning from one head coach to the next head coach. A new head coach came in the middle of the CONCACAF Nations League, and so sometimes those things do affect, and we didn't get the results that we want. But I believe what it does now, it provides the opportunity for us to build and to look at the young team that we have. Most of the players that we have are within the age at 20 to 23 years old. So it's a very, very young team. That is where most of the talent for the team is. And so we have to look at that team and what is our next target. 2022, 2026, the World Cup will be held right here in CONCACAF. Canada, United States, and Mexico. 3 automatic spots, which creates 3 additional spots for CONCACAF. So 2026 looks to be just around the corner, and for the SKNFA, strategically, is to begin to prepare now. For that for 2026.
Right. Women's football is doing pretty well. I think not many people expected the women's team, the St. Kitts Nevis women's team, to have made it so far in Olympic qualifying. We're now in, you could basically say, the penultimate stage of Olympic qualifying. Come next year, the girls will be battling teams like Mexico and Canada. Your thoughts on how the women's team has progressed so far?
Well, you're absolutely right. The women's team, who knows, they're doing much better than our men. So,
well, that's true.
But, but it's good. It's great for women's football. It provides something for girls to look at, for young girls to look at, that we can play football and we can reach this far. St. Kitts and Nevis, we have 2 teams in the CONCACAF finals. As I said, we have a senior women's team who will be vying for a spot in the Olympic Tokyo 2020 Olympics, and we have our U20 team who will be vying for a spot in the FIFA World Cup. And so we have to say kudos to the girls and the women who have brought us this far for a very young league that is just about 6 years old. In terms of the strides that we have made, it's quite significant. And so I want to, at this time, encourage our nationals in the diaspora to go out and to support our national women team. They'll be playing in Edinburgh, Texas, in January, late January. So mark those dates on your calendar, and we want you to go out and support the women's team. Like I said, we will be playing against the top teams in CONCACAF, and in a group with Jamaica and Canada. So it's something that I think that we in St. Kitts and Nevis can be extremely proud of, and we have and that's of our women's team and the advancement that I've made. Like I've said, that they have created shockwaves around the region, and no one expected St. Kitts and Nevis women's team to be this far.
Well, finally, before we let you go, of course, we're doing this coverage here at the Warner Park. This was our first night. We had the 8 o'clock game, which we plan to do every Saturday. How important is this to the SKNFA's thrust in bringing the football to every nook and cranny in St. Kitts and Nevis, and the world by extension?
Well, exactly. Not just the St. Kitts and Nevis, by the world, but viewing the game, whether it's this live stream on television, it's very important because it helps to promote the game. It helps to grow the game. It helps to spread the game. A lot of persons sometimes feel that if you broadcast the game, then less people will come to the stadium. It don't always work. It don't work like that, because the streaming of the game is also promoting the game, and persons who would not come to the stadium by looking at the streaming might be encouraged to come. Well, I've seen the live stream, but I want to be in the stadium. I want to feel like electricity, and so it is very important. And we really want to commend SK Newsline and to say thank you to SK Newsline for coming on board in a big way with this production. I believe that this is a platform that we can build on, that it can go from strength to strength. And just like I said, looking from the feedback tonight, I believe that we're onto something, and it's something that we can continue to build.
Right. Well, on that note, we're going to close it. Mr. Jacobs, thanks for being on the first halftime show.
Yes.
We know it won't be the last time. We'll have you on some other time as well. Well, that's how we're going to end our coverage of our first ever Premier League Match of the Week for tonight. I want to thank all those, our camera crew, Larry Arachi, Joshua, and Deshaun Deming behind the scenes. They've done a fantastic job in making sure that we brought live coverage. Certainly, we want to thank LaShawn Dixon, who has always been there for us, always been there in our coverage. And next week, we'll continue, God's willing, another edition of the Premier League Match of the Week. I'm Andre Huey, and from all of us here at SK Newsline, the SKNFA, and as well as Voice of the Caribbean Radio, thank you so much for being a part of our coverage tonight. And see you next week at 8 p.m., God's willing, for another edition of the Premier League Match of the Week.
SKNFA Premier League football is back. SK Newsline and Voice of the Caribbean Radio present the Premier League Match of the Week. Live video stream and radio commentary on St. Kitts and Nevis' premier online media networks. Every Saturday at 8 p.m. Watch live football action at the Warner Park Football Stadium on the SK Newsline Facebook page, www.sknewsline.com, and at the Facebook page of the St. Kitts Nevis Football Association. You can also listen to live radio commentary at www.voiceofthecaribbean.net.